Hello children, I hope you all are well. Today we are going to start new chapter, that is chapter 4, light. And the topics which we are going to discuss today are reflection of light, regular and diffuse reflection, terms related to reflection, and laws of reflection. So children, as you all know that in previous chapter, that was chapter energy, we have studied various forms of energy. Yes or no? Like magnetic energy, nuclear energy, chemical energy, sound energy, electrical energy, right? And same way we have also studied light energy also. Yes? So in this chapter also we are going to study about light and its various phenomena like formation of images by mirror, okay? Twinkling of stars, formation of rainbow, etc. Right? Now children, if I ask you what is light? So, what will be your answer? What is light? Light is a form of energy. As you have already studied in previous chapter. Yes, children? What is light? Light is a form of energy which enables us to see different objects. Yes? So light is a form of energy which help us to see different objects. Okay. And how does light travels? Light travels in a form of a straight line. Yes? Light travels in a form of a straight line. Okay, children. Now, how are we able to see the object around us? Yes? Have you ever thought that how does we see different objects around us? So children, I am giving you one situation. Suppose if you enter in a room like dark room, are you able to going to see any object? No. Yes, you will not be able to see any object though your eyes are open. But will you be able to see any object? No. Yes? But as soon as you switch on the bulb, every object in the same room will become visible to you. Yes or no? Just try this experiment today. Okay? So why this thing happens? Why when you enter a dark room and though your eyes was open, you were not able to see anything? But as soon as you switch on the bulb, everything was visible to you. Why? Reason is because of light. Yes? But how does this light help us to see the object? How? So children, when light falls on any object, when light falls on any object, it bounces back in the same medium. You can see from this diagram. Yes? How does we able to see all the object? When light from a source falls on any object, suppose this is the object, it bounces back in the same medium. Yes? And when light bounces off something, okay, we say that light is reflected. Yes? So how we are able to see the object? If from any light source light falls on any object, what happens? It bounces back, means it strikes back. After striking a surface, it again bounces back in the same medium. And here this boy is able to see this object because the light from the lamp is falling on this object, and this is again bouncing back into the eyes of this boy. And that is the reason this boy is able to see this object. Yes? And children, this bouncing back of something is known as reflected. Bouncing back of light is known as reflected, means the light is getting reflected back. That is the reason this boy is able to see the object. Now children, I am going to give you one real life example. Why you are able to see all the objects in your surroundings. Yes? What is the reason? How you are able to see all the objects in your surroundings? Yes, because of sun. Yes, because sun is the ultimate source of light. Right? And this sun, the rays of the sun falls on every object. Yes? And due to that, when suppose this object is, one of the object is lying here, and when rays of the light falls on this object, it reflects back, or you can say after hitting these rays, on hitting this object, it bounces back, or bounces back को हम क्या कहते हैं? Reflected back in the same medium. And these rays, after reflection or after reflecting back, they enter in our eyes, and due to which we are able to see this object. Right? So children, same way in our surroundings, the sun, the rays which are emitted by the sun, they fall on each and every object in the surrounding. And when the sun rays falls on the object, it bounces back. As the rays strike the surface, suppose this is the tree, as the rays of the sun strikes this tree, okay, it bounces back like the ball bounce. When you hit the ball on any surface, it bounces back to you or not. Same way, the light bounces back, and this light rays, after bouncing back, it enter in our eyes, and due to this we are able to see different objects in our surroundings. Same way in our room, like right now you must be sitting in your study room. So why you are able to see all the objects around you? Reason, there must be a tube light or any source of light in the room. Yes, that is providing that is emitting a light rays. And these light rays are falling on different objects. And when these light rays falls on different object, it bounces back. After striking the surface of any object, it bounces back in the same medium, and that rays enter to your eyes, and due to that you are able to see different object. Yes children, same thing is given here, that this is because why we are able to see all the object around us. This is because these things reflect light into our eyes. When light bounces off something, we say that light is reflected. Why this boy is able to see this object? Because the light rays from the lamp, after striking the surface, bounces back to the eyes of the boy, and this bouncing back of this light is known as reflection. Okay, that is known as your reflection. I hope children I am clear to you. Okay, now let us come to a proper definition. What is reflection? Now children, it is said the bouncing back of light into the same medium in which it was incident. Incident means in which it was incident means falling of the light after striking a surface is called reflection of light. The bouncing back of light into the same medium. Now children, you can see here that sun is emitting a rays. Sun is emitting a different rays. Now you can see, suppose this is any surface, reflecting surface. Reflecting surface means the surface which reflects the light back, or the surface which bounces back the light. So you can see here the surface. Okay, suppose this is the surface which bounces back the light. Sometimes you hit the ball on any surface, it bounces back to you or not. Same way, the surface is a reflecting surface, and suppose the rays of light are emitting from the sun. So after striking the surface, you can see that rays of light is going in different direction. Yes. So it means when the rays of light are emitted by the sun, after striking a surface, it bounces back. And that light which is bounced back, that light rays enters to our eyes, due to which we are able to see different objects. Yes. Now same thing is given in this definition, children. The bouncing back of light, you can see here the torch. The torch is blown here. The bouncing, as the light falls on the surface, it bounces back, means it again goes back in the same medium. Yes, the bouncing back of light into the same medium when it was incident, means when it falls on the incident, means when it falls on the surface after striking. Okay, when did the light will bounce back? After falling and striking the surface, it will bounce back. Okay, and this bouncing back of light is known as reflection of light. And children, due to reflection of light only, you are able to see different objects around us, or we are able to see different things, materials around us. Okay. So I hope, children, definition of reflection of light is clear. That bouncing back of light, when will the light will bounce back? After falling on a surface and striking the surface, it bounces back in the same medium, and that is known as reflection of light. And due to reflection of light only, we are able to see different objects around us. Fine, children? Okay, children. Now, children, one more thing. Depending upon the nature of the surfaces. Now, since you know, children, that light falls on different surfaces, from there only the light get bounced back, or you can say light gets bounced back. What is the other name for bounced back? Reflected back. Yes, light falls on different subject, and due to that different surfaces, and after striking different surfaces, the light rays, what happened? It bounces back. Yes, like suppose this is a wall. And if you strike a ball here, will this ball will bounce back to you? Same way, the light rays also bounce back when it falls on different surfaces. So children, depending upon the nature of surfaces, reflection can be divided into two parts. Reflection means bouncing back of light can be divided into two parts. Now, depending upon what? We are doing the categorization depending upon the nature of the surfaces. Depending upon the nature of the surfaces, reflection can be divided into two parts. Number one, regular reflection, and number two, irregular or diffused reflection. Now, children, in regular reflection, the surface is smooth, highly polished. Okay, whereas in irregular surface, you can see that in irregular reflection, the surface is rough. You can see here the surface is rough. Whereas in regular reflection, the surface is smooth. Yes. So what is regular reflection and irregular reflection? In regular reflection, all the rays of light, when they fall on the smooth or highly polished surface, they are reflected back in the same manner, or you can say they are reflected back in a definite direction, again in the form of a parallel beam of light. I am talking about regular reflection, children. Regular reflection kahan pe hota hai? Regular reflection takes place on smooth, or you can say highly polished surface. You can see this surface is smooth or highly polished. Yes. And when the parallel beam of lights, parallel lines, those lines which do not meet. Yes. So when the parallel beam of light falls on highly polished or smooth surface, they are again reflected back in the same manner, that is in the form of same parallel beam of light in a definite direction. Okay, means as they are striking the surface in the same manner they are reflected back, that is in the same parallel beam of light rays they are reflected back, and in the definite, or you can say in a fixed direction. Right children, you can see from the diagram also. See here, parallel rays of light, they are coming here, they are striking the surface and they are reflecting back in the same form, same manner, in a definite direction. Right? So this is your regular reflection. Whereas what is irregular or diffuse reflection? Irregular or diffuse reflection, they take place on rough surface. You can see the surface on which the light is striking, and when these parallel beam of light rays strikes rough surface, they do not bounced back, or you can say they do not reflects back in the same or in definite direction. Instead they scatter in different direction. Light rays क्या हो रही हैं? They are getting scattered in different direction. You can see they are not reflecting back in the same manner. So what we can conclude from here, that in regular reflection, where does the regular reflection takes place? On smooth, or you can say highly polished surface. And in regular reflection, these parallel beam of light, when they strike the surface, they bounce back, or you can say they are reflected back in the same manner in a definite direction in the form of parallel beam again. Okay, they are reflected back again in the form of parallel beam of light in a definite direction. Whereas in irregular or diffuse reflection, children, what happens? You can see here that after striking the surface, you can see that since the surface is rough, so they are scattering, or they after reflection they are moving in different direction, or you can say after reflection the light rays are scattered in different direction. You can see? Yes children? Okay, I hope you have understood. Now here you can see with diagram also types of reflection: regular reflection, irregular. You can see here surface is smooth, whereas here the surface is rough. And you can see also that parallel beam of light rays are coming, and after striking the surface they are again moving in the form of, or they are again bouncing back in the form of parallel beam of light in a definite or fixed direction. Whereas in irregular reflection, children, you can see that light rays are coming, yes, but since the surface is rough, okay, so they are reflecting in different direction. They are reflecting, light rays is coming, they are reflecting in different direction. Yes, you can see here light rays coming and it is reflecting back in different direction. They are not reflecting again in the same form of parallel beam of light. Now here I am reading this definition here. If the parallel incident rays, incident means the rays which are, incident means falling rays, the rays which are falling. If the parallel incident rays are reflected in such a way that all the reflected rays are also parallel to each other, such reflection is known as regular reflection. You can see children here that after reflection all the rays of light, they are again parallel to each other. Whereas in irregular reflection, if the parallel rays falls on irregular surface, then the reflected rays scatter in all direction. Why does the rays scatter in all direction? Reason? Because the surface is rough. Okay, surface is not smooth. Now next, in regular reflection, it occurs only if the rays are falling on a highly smooth polished surface. I told you earlier also that regular reflection takes place on highly smooth or polished surface, whereas this irregular reflection, it takes place on rough surface. Okay children? And from the, I hope from the diagram also it is clear to you. You can see the parallel rays of light are coming, and after striking the surface they are again reflecting back in the form of same parallel lines. Whereas in irregular reflection, these parallel rays are coming but they are scattering. You can see they are scattered here and there. Okay, parallel rays of light are coming, but they are scattering in different directions, since the surface on which the light rays are striking, it is what? It is rough. Okay, children. Now, children, here you can see that uh, examples of regular reflection and diffuse or irregular reflection. Now, first of all, children, I want to tell you that in regular reflection, the formation of image is quite clear. Okay, the formation of image is quite clear. Okay, whereas in irregular or diffuse reflection, the image form is blurred, or you can say hazy. Okay, image formation is not clear. Image, you know what we see back again. Yes, so in regular reflection, the image which is formed, image means what? Which you see yourself in your mirror. So whatever you see in whatever the mirror is showing you, that is your image. Okay, so in regular reflection, image form is very clear, whereas in irregular or diffuse reflection, the image form is hazy or blurred. Okay, secondly, children, regular reflection takes place on where? Takes place on smooth surface, smooth or highly polished surface, or you can say it takes place on still water, water which is not moving, still water, smooth or highly polished surface, yes, or you can say oiled surfaces. This kind of regular reflection where the image formation is very clear, it takes place either on still water surface. Still water means water which is still there, water is not moving. Smooth surface, highly polished surface, or oiled surfaces. Okay, whereas diffuse reflection, it takes place on wavy water, yes, or you can say it takes place on old chipped of mirrors, yes, old chipped of mirrors. Okay, now one more thing I want to show you here only. You can see, children, in regular reflection, the image form on this water, this side is very clear, yes, and this side you can see that the image formed is hazy, or you can say blurred, right? Okay, children. Now, another example of this regular and diffused reflection. Let me tell you, children, that regular reflection is your regular reflection, and irregular reflection is also known as diffused reflection. Now, children, you can see here it is a wavy water at one side and smooth water surface at other side. Yes, and I told you that in wavy water, which kind of reflection takes place? You can see the image of this mountain which is at the back. The image formed is very blurred or hazy. You can't see the image of this mountain in water very clearly because the water is wavy, whereas here the water is still means it is not moving and the surface of the water is smooth. So here you can see the image or reflection of the mountain at the which is present at the back or here is very clear. You can see here the clear image formation is there, but here you can't see clear image. Yes, it's quite hazy. Same thing I told you, that in smooth water surface or still water surface, which kind of reflection takes place? Regular reflection takes place. Whereas in wavy water, which kind of reflection? Irregular or diffuse reflection. And children, in irregular or diffuse reflection, the image formed is how? Hazy or blurred. Whereas in regular reflection, the image formed is very clear, and in irregular reflection, image formed is hazy or blurred. I hope, children, I am clear to you. Yes. Now, children, you can see here that how does the light falls on the object. Suppose, children, this is any mirror kind object, yes, and from this torch the light is falling on this object, and as you know, when light strikes any surface, it bounces back. Light is coming from the torch like this and it is bouncing back, yes, and when this bounced back or the reflected light rays, it enters our eyes, we are able to see the object. Yes, now children, we are going to name these terms. Yes, okay, we are going to give the name to these terms. So children, whichever light which is falling on the surface, suppose this is the mirror, and on this mirror this light is falling, so whichever light which falls on the reflecting surface. Reflecting surface, this is mirror is the reflecting surface because it bounces back the light. So the light which incident on the surface is known as your incident ray. Incident meaning I told you the light which falls on the surface. Incident ka matlab the light which falls on the surface. So children, we are doing just naming the light which falls on the surface. This light is known as your incident ray. This is known as your incident ray. Fine. And the light after striking, it will bounce back in the same medium. So this bounced back light is also known as reflected light. So this reflected light is known as your reflected ray. This is your reflected ray. This is your reflected ray. Yes, children, I hope I am clear to you. Again, I am repeating. The light which falls on the surface, that is known as your incident ray, and the light which returns back or the light which bounces back or the reflected light is known as your reflected ray. Fine. And children, one more thing, that between incident ray means the light which is falling on the surface, and the reflected ray, we consider one imaginary line that is known as the normal, okay, which divides both the rays. This is the imaginary line. You can see this dotted line. So this is your imaginary line which divides both the rays, and that line is known as your normal. Okay, this is known as your normal. So suppose this is any surface, okay, and the light is falling on this surface. I told you the falling light means the incident light ray is this. So this is known as your incident ray. Now I told you at the point where it strikes back, from that point only a one imaginary line we considered, that is your normal. Now after striking this surface, this light ray will bounce back. This is known as your reflected ray. Same thing is happening here, children. Okay, the light which is falling on the surface, that is known as your incident ray. After striking, it bounced back, that is known as, that ray of light is known as reflected ray, and we consider one imaginary line between both the rays, that is known as your normal. Okay, children. And children, one more thing here only I want to discuss, that this imaginary line normal, it forms angle with both the different rays. You can see it is forming an angle. This is one angle. Yes. This normal ray, normal forms angle with both the rays, incident ray also and reflected ray. So this is one of the angle, and where is the other angle? This is other angle. And the angle which is formed by the normal and incident ray, it is denoted by angle I. Yes, the angle which is formed by normal and incident ray, it is denoted by angle I. Whereas the angle which is formed by reflected ray and normal, it is denoted by R. Okay, angle R. And one more thing, children, here only I want to discuss, that the angle which is formed by incident ray and the normal, and the other angle which is formed by the incident ray and the common, that same normal, both the angles are equal. Means this angle and this angle, both angle are equal. You know that incident ray angle is angle I and reflected ray angle is angle R. So always and always angle I will always is going to be equal to angle R. Means angle of incident will always be equal to angle of reflection. Okay. This is angle of incident will always be equal to angle of reflection. This thing will be more clear to you, children. But I want to discuss that first of all you should know the idea how we do the naming of these rays. So children, do remember, suppose this is any surface. Yes. Suppose this is mirror. This is mirror. This is back of the mirror. Yes. Now suppose any ray of light falls on this mirror. Yes. So it will reflect back. Yes. The ray of light which is falling is known as your incident ray, and the ray which is reflecting back or bounced back ray is known as reflected ray. And there is one imaginary line which is present between incident ray and reflected ray, that is known as your normal. Yes. And there is angle also formed. That is that is angle I and angle R, and angle I is always equals to angle R. So you can see again children, I'm giving you time, just go through this. Yes? Okay. Now children, I hope it is clear till here. Okay. So first of all, if it is not clear to you, again watch this video. Okay, and if you have any doubt, do comment me.